Happy Sunday and welcome to the 21st day of Vlogmas 2025. So we're going to finish up our snowman by making some pipe cleaner candy canes. And I know I showed this last year, but I stained them a different way. These are the natural colored, I just can't hold on to anything. These are the natural colored pipe cleaners. I like these a little bit more for the primitive look than the white ones. I have the white ones too. So I actually dyed with the cherry red RIT dye, the natural color. And these are pretty short, but I don't need a super big one. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a natural and a red, and I'm going to twist the red one around the neutral one. Just like this. Until we have like our little peppermint stick candy cane. And then I'm gonna just make sure those ends are nice and pinched together. Then you're simply going to shape it into a candy cane. I mean, it is literally so easy. Would make a great kid project. Obviously with the dyeing you would want to supervise, but could make lots of fun little candy canes. So here we have one. I'm just going to tuck it in here, my little pocket. Let's make another one. Actually, we're going to make all of them. I'll just time lapse the rest of them. And we're just going to twist and twist and twist. It's really not rocket science. I don't get too caught up in perfection. If you want your red to be darker, I would suggest probably adding more dye. I started with a teaspoon, probably added another teaspoon to about 2 cups of water and 1 tablespoon of vinegar. The vinegar apparently helps it take the color better. I actually like mine kind of light-ish, but still red. But you can definitely play with the recipe to see kind of how you like it the best. I think it would be fun to try them in other color combos too. And then you always want to make sure you rinse with the RIT dye, rinse it until the water runs clear. I probably could have left them in a little longer. That might have helped to make them darker. But these are about the color that they were last year. I actually really like these. So I'm happy with that. And then we're just going to tuck that one in too. Now for my little branch, you want some wire snippers of some sort. These are my crafty ones and I'm actually just going to use these. I also have some heavy duty ones out in the garage, like the real wire cutters, the kind that'll take your finger off. Be careful with those as well. So I snipped off a little piece. I don't have to use these as much anymore because our wonderful stamp and die companies, a lot of them have gone to untabbed dies, which is just fabulous because I do not like cutting them apart. And then I'm going to tuck this in too. Actually, I'm going to take all of this out. We're going to do the branch first. And you just want to kind of have fun with your embellishments here. It's a great embellishment type project. There's a lot of projects like that you can do. And then I do want another smaller green piece. I think I got this at Michael's last year. So you would just have to see. We're getting close to the time where it's going to be good to go and try to grab, you know, crafty things on sale for the end of the season sale. I can't even believe I'm saying end of the season out loud. Can you guys? Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. Okay, I got those rusty jingle balls out this time, and I am pretty sure we're going to have a little fun with that. So here's, I just moved his little scarf out of the way a little bit. Here's how he's looking so far. And I think what we're gonna do for this is I'm gonna go find, well, I was gonna go find a ribbon, unless I want to use one of my velvet ribbons to tie these into a little bow and then tie. Let me go find like some skinny little twine. I'll be right back. Just use a cookie sheet lined with some paper towels to absorb any excess. And I also decided this crochet thread, I have the natural color, but I want to antique it. I know I didn't on the one I just finished, but I'm just going to do a length of it for my other two. I have my oven preheating to 250. And I'm just going to go through and try to do a nice, even application. I usually go one way and then go the other. There's going to be a few little splatters. I try when I first spray to do it out towards the edge because a lot of that gets cut off, but I don't mind the little bit of antiquing. Okay, we're gonna just save this one. And once the oven is preheated to 250, I will put this in, and then you wanna just dry it for like 10 minutes or so. Okay, so I wanted to show the dried version with the antiquing spray compared to the one I haven't done yet. Look how awesome. And it's not a drastic difference, but it just has that wonderful primitive look to it. And kind of think like even the spots that I thought were kind of dark have really either faded completely or dried into the fabric. But think of it kind of like an over-dyed fabric. So this one's all done. And I did do my string. I don't really, here I'm gonna put it against the fabric. There's some darker spots in it. It just antiqued it a little bit. I might run it through again. Why not? Why not? Let's do that. In fact, I'm just gonna go kind of heavy-handed there. Okay. And then I'm just gonna move that over to the side. Oops, that's hot, Nicole. And we're gonna do the same thing for the other one. I generally like to do it kind of all at once so I'm not constantly having, you know, this out, but my other stitches aren't done yet. We're gonna go ahead and do this, get this all dried, get our stitches done in the next couple days or so, or at least the one that's a gift, and put the other one together. Then you do want to give it, you want to keep a close eye on it. That's what I want to say. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys my finish of this guy. The jingle bells are drying. There's the glue's still a little tacky. I used some of that new velvet ribbon I got to tie my candy canes together, but then I also tied in about 5 rusty jingle bells on. I tied them on to some crochet thread and tied them into little knots, and then I secured the knots so the knot doesn't want to come out with a little bit of the Aleene's tacky glue. I just kind of wanted something hanging down a little bit, so the tails of the bow and my jingle bells do that for me. I mean, look at that velvet ribbon. It ties beautifully. It's got a little stretch to it even. I mean, is it real velvet? Probably not. I love it. I'm obsessed. I think it's great. Obviously put my little greenery in here, all done. I think I love it even more than last year's with the changes. So the back, this time I did a little pen with, you know, some fun little detail. Needs a good lint roller is what we need before I wrap it up, but so stinking cute. I absolutely love it. On here, I think we'll do today's giveaway winner and giveaways. So from episode 13, I had the Prairie Schooler Santas and the Stitch Cards and Floss Drops, my limited edition drop that I had for Patreon this year. And yes, there will be more coming, and they won't all be exclusive to Patreon. That was just a tester, and my Patreon was my tester, and it went really well. So yes, I will have more and more themes and occasions and seasons coming. The winner of that is Dorothy Countryman. Dorothy, if this is your comment here, please email me at this email address with what you won and your physical mailing address, and I will get this out in the mail to you. Congratulations. Okay, today's bundle is what I'm calling my sheep bundle. And that's because everything in here is related to sheep. So we have the Blackie pin cushion, and this is from Homespun Elegance. We have Tra-La-La. This is, well, I don't speak the French. Mouton de Saison. I mean, I'm sorry, everybody. I tried. Bless my heart. Oh, no, that's not. This is the collection. This is the autumn, and I think this is the spring. The bunny is the big kicker for that. So both of these, super cute. And then we have a whole set of Bent Creek, and it has everything in here. I think you stitch them all in a row. Let me show you guys. It's not really just sheep. This is, I mean, there is a sheep on the front one, but it's the barnyard. So it's all of the charts for barnyard and the border. Super, super cute. If you would like this bundle, please use sheep somewhere in your comment. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. Please be over 18, US only for physical products, and leave your comment by the date shown here on the screen, and I will choose a winner. Okay, that's it for the giveaway section today. Okay, we're going to catch up on our Spellbinders Crafty Advent Calendar. I am days and days behind. It is sold out. I think it's sold out everywhere, so I'm going to open it up, show you what's inside, and then we will work on catching up December daily. All right. Let's see. I think I left off on the 17th. Nope, I've opened the 17th. 18th it is. So kind of looks like maybe a corner or wave type of die for that one. 19th. Ooh, good. Sentiments. Stamp set, I'm betting. So some more sentiments. I'm sure that coordinate. You make me smile. Rolling by to say hi. You are out of this world. And thanks. I like this font too. Pop that in with my others. 20th over here. Oh, it's a cute little spaceship die. That's fun. Great. Love that. Let's pull this off. And the 21st. Oh, it's tiny and it's all the way over here. Okay. Best wishes. So a small sentiment die. Okay, let me move this out of the way. And this is, I was talking to some of my Patreon members about how I store like sets like this. Anytime you get a set that, or like a box, an advent box or something of that sort, I generally love to kind of keep all of my pieces on magnet sheets. This one's 8.5 by 11. It will fit in a sheet protector. And then you can keep them all together like this. And for me, this really kind of lessens the amount of stuff, if that makes sense. So there's not going to be just, you know, packages and packages or different envelopes of dies and it's that kind of thing. And I personally like to kind of have it all like this so that I can go through it. I have my Stitchmas on about 2 of these. I probably will need to pull one more out for this unless I maybe rearrange a little bit so that I can stick this on here. I mean, we still have a few days to go, so I likely will need one more of these. But this is really handy because then you can kind of just look through here and pick from this and pair it with other things that you have. Okay, everybody, that is the Spellbinders Advent for today. Let's catch up on December Daily. guys, I'm caught up, except for today, which is fantastic. It took me a little over an hour to put all the rest of this together. I printed photos in like, I don't know, 10 minutes yesterday, and then I had to print a couple more today. So last we stopped, I was on day 14. So I did 15. Like, I think I was a week, almost a week behind. Oh, goodness. So the 15th, we have a fold-out page for the 16th. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Hold, please. Okay, what you do when you've messed up your book because you were not paying attention is you rip it up and you make adjustments. So we're just going to hide. I mean, it's basically the same style, and I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Now, I had to peel things up, so we probably need to put glue underneath our stickers because they're not going to behave as nicely now. We'll hold that for just a second. Oh, I can't believe I did that. I'm leaving it in here too. Okay. Man. All right. Look at that. Quick fix. So we had the 15th. We have the 16th, which had lots of photos. So I did one of the fold-out pages. And then, of course, when we flip it over, I needed to utilize that same space. And I actually had a lot of photos pretty much for the 17th too. So I made another big spread here, which is kind of fun. The 18th, I didn't really have a whole lot. The 18th, if I recall, that was a rough day. So I just, made the best of it. I utilized one of the open spaces for making a little scene. Doesn't have to be something groundbreaking. In fact, none of this album is groundbreaking. And then we have the 19th, which was a really photo heavy day as well. So I was utilizing the back of this page, but I knew I needed like a 2-page spread. So I went ahead and did just a 2-page here. This is where the 19th goes. And that was Fridays. So lots of cards, lots of all kinds of things on that day. And then yesterday, I didn't really want to do another 2-page spread, so I just kind of grouped my journaling, my date in one, added a few embellishments and things, but just printed out 3 of my photos. And then this houses, as I was working on all of these, there were a lot of things that I would like to utilize in the last 5 days of December daily. So I kind of pulled some of those out. I already did, while I was cutting all my numbers, I just cut the numbers for today's journal entry, and that's where we're at. Look at that. Okay, so here's a fun fact. What I love about physical scrapbooking, journaling, is the chunkiness of the embellishments and all of that. That's always been my favorite thing. I think I must be very tactile that way. But I love the consistency of the album. I need to do another little mini page. Maybe I'll do that for either today or tomorrow. Oh my gosh, how cute and fun. And I need to use another one of these too. So it's always good to kind of revisit, look through here, see what, maybe what pockets I want to utilize. Okay, you guys, caught up until my journaling for today. I love it. So you're going to get just the going out view of my craft room. I moved that pillow out of the way because I don't want you to see what a mess it is in here. I'm embarrassed and I hate being in here. But I wanted to show my adorable little crafty tree. I just do a tabletop tree. I do not have floor space to have a full tree in here, nor do I really have the decorations for it. But I have so many cute things that I have been gifted. I have made a couple of the things on here. I'll show you the things I've made. This one's hidden back here. It's heavy. For some reason, this like little rainbow cake is so heavy. Okay. So I bought myself actually this rainbow candy cane from Bobble Bar 2 years ago. I do not remember where everything is from. Obviously, my favorite new ornament of all time. I love it so much. Okay. I've made this felt mitten ornament. I did make that one, and I made it in 2022. Okay, so I've made that one. And I did make this one. It's another little felt ornament. This was an Ellen Hudson felt dies that I paired up. And then you can obviously see my enamel pin decor back behind there. Super cute. Even this little rainbow ball garland was a gift. So it really has a sweet little theme. I love these. I was gifted these. Everything on here, except I think the things I showed you, I've been gifted. So it's really fun to get out every year because I just love it. And I did put the Target twinkle lights on it. This is a tabletop tree I've had for probably 4 years from Target. I usually switch. I think I usually use a different one, but this is the one that got used for it this year, and I love it. Somebody wants food, right? Well, happy Sunday evening. I am going to show you my bedroom tree and the decor in here as well. I showed you my craft room tree, and then we're going to wrap it up for today. So first, I would like to show my sweet Odin with his favorite toy. Okay, so this is my bedding. I did put one of the bows I made earlier this month in my greenery. It does have some little twinkly lights there. I have some little battery-operated candles and more trees. But over here is where I put my gingerbread tree. I feel like the lights are really dark on the tree this year. I think I did put an extra strand of twinkly lights on this, but I don't know. So I'm going to show like some of my handmade ornaments. This was a Shannon Christine freebie. I've just kind of every year collected a few, or I've stolen from other past trees to add things in here. I don't think I added anything to this tree this year. I don't think this tree has very many handmade ornaments. I intended to put the Stacy Nash gingerbread on here. He was supposed to be the new one, but didn't happen. I got this last year from Bobble Bar. Really like that. Some of these are from Amazon. Some of the cute little, like the gingerbread baker ornament. I have a whole bunch of different ones like that. These are Christopher Radko's I've had for a really long time. And any of them that kind of matched this tree, I put on here. I have some super favorites. I got a few Pottery Barn ornaments. This is one. Last year. I didn't get any new ones this year. I got that one last year. This is also one. Anything gingerbread themed. Here's I think this was I don't know what this is. This is not one of the Pottery Barn ones, I don't think. Maybe I got that at Target. I don't remember. I got these on Amazon. I love snowflakes, and I thought these gingerbread ones were fun. I loved this little, I don't even know what it is, but he was so cute that I got him and stuffed him in the tree. Yeah, I think I only have one handmade ornament on this tree, you guys. That needs to change. I need to get that Stacy Nash gingerbread done here after Christmas. Anyway, I love having my little tree in here. Normally my room is kind of blues, soft blues and navy blues is kind of where I've gone. So I took all the quilts off the quilt rack because they didn't match the reds. And I have big plans to make the Tilda quilt for Christmas for in here next year. So I'm hoping to start that the week in between Christmas and New Year's. Get it all cut so that I can sew. Okay, my bathroom, I did get these cute new rugs from Walmart, actually, from my Texas house. I loved them. Sometimes I have a hard time finding rugs that will fit this space. It either has to be like a runner. A lot of times rugs are too big, but I love that I could do side by side for this. And then in here above the tub, I have these shelves that I put up a while ago. And of course, I put a little village, some little sparkly trees. I put lights in these trees, and then my Santa's in here. You guys have spoken. I'm going to take him to Steve after the holidays. Hopefully I'll have one or two other things, new things, and I can take all of it at the same time. And I'm going to get him reframed for next year. And I take out the greenery that's usually in here, and I put Christmas in. Little battery operated candlestick. I actually have never put the little village in here before, and I'm kind of obsessed. I love it. Those are the twinkle lights, so they're on a timer and they do go off. Okay. And yeah, so that is my bedroom. And I'll show more tomorrow. It's probably going to be an everyday till Christmas now. We'll just pop in and share a little bit of home decor and things like that. Super, super fun. I hope everybody has had a wonderful Sunday. I am going to sign off for now. I'm going to go make supper. I'm going to prep. Ethan and I are going to do some candy assembly when he gets home, and then I'm going to stitch. It's the winter solstice, so winter moon is coming out. I was going to show you guys, but I'll show you in tomorrow's video. I am going to work on that. I did not sew again this weekend. Oh, I have a hair appointment tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to probably I have to do one work thing, and then I'm going to sew the rest of the day. So I will take you guys along for that, because that's what's on the agenda tomorrow. I hope everybody has had a wonderful week, is getting all prepped for Christmas, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's Vlogmas. Good night. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly love sharing creativity with this amazing community of crafters. A special thank you goes out to my wonderful Patreon members. I appreciate you all so much. If you'd like to join us on Patreon, you'll find the link in the video description below. Patreon is a private community where you can support more of what I do and enjoy exclusive content, behind-the-scenes updates, and extra perks. There's something for everyone, and we'd love to have you join our growing community. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Happy Sunday, and welcome to the 22nd day of Vlogmas. No. And do this.